Welcome to The Real Katelynmucci. I'm so excited to be here with Kayla with Your Home Reimagined, and she's going to tell us a little bit about her business.
Yeah. So hi everybody, and thanks for joining us today. I'm Kayla with Your Home Reimagined. Your Home Reimagined, we do professional organization and home staging for residentials around the Chicagoland area and help them get ready to sell or just live in their homes in a more efficient way so you can actually park your cars in your garage for the first time in your life.
Oh my goodness, and wouldn't that be great? And I know for myself, especially with having two little ones, that stuff can just accumulate so much so fast, especially right now we're in the holidays, but any time of the year, I feel like stuff just comes in and doesn't always leave at the same pace.
Not at all.
So tell us a little bit about how you even got into this business. It's such, I feel like, an up and coming industry. So tell us a little bit about your background and how you even went about starting a business.
Yes, so a little fun fact about me, I've moved 10 times in my life and I'm only 26 years old, so that is a lot of transitions. But with that, I fell in love with transition. I love bringing order to chaos.
Yeah.
So where people see chaos, I always find a way to see order. And I was in the corporate world for a couple years and really loved it, but found that I was doing something on the side that I loved more. I loved facilitating spaces for people where they felt calm, they felt peaceful, and that they could be without that stress when you walk in a room, or they could host people without having that 5 days of cleaning and organizing. Yes. And I hated that for myself. So I realized I'm not alone. I'm not the only person going through transitions in life. And that came with moving. And that was such a niche for me because it's something I just happened to do a lot in the past. So I knew that staging your home, having things organized in a way that you can still live in your home in the midst of people coming in and out for showings, that's hard, but it doesn't have to be. So I wanted to be able to help the everyday person go through those transitions and live in a space that's going to make sense for them in their stage of life.
Yeah, and especially during the moving process, I feel like there is a lot of moving parts and there is chaos, and to be able to really work through some of that, and you could even save money on your moving expenses if you have less things.
Yes.
And to even think about like the next place that you're going to, is this going to serve a purpose? And especially I've worked with clients who are downsizing, and it's okay, are you going to need all of these things in your next home? And so I think it's such a good time to get organized, but also the staging piece. Can you tell us a little bit about the importance of staging a home before going on the market?
All right. For those, I have a little phrase. You know that phrase when you're looking at somebody and you're breaking up with them. This is something you've done. If you haven't broken up with anyone, this probably won't relate to you. But that it's not you, it's me. Same goes for staging. It's not about you when a stager comes in and saying, you need to remove all your personal photos, you need to declutter. It's not about you. It is about the buyer. The buyer is going to come in and wants to envision themselves living in a space.
Yes.
They don't want to see you. As much as they appreciate you and what you've done to the house, that's not why they're there. And we know that 82% of buyers are actually looking online first. So if they're looking online and they see a home that hasn't been decluttered, hasn't been staged, they're going to use your house to compare it to someone that did stage their property, that went through the process of decluttering, organizing, having a stager come in and tell them, what the heck do you even need to be doing with your furniture? Does it look great the way? Is it going to present well in photographs? So that's a little bit about why it is so important.
Well, and I think like that feeling of going to a model home that's furnished, like you get this feel, oh my goodness, like your eyes get big and it's just like, oh, I never would have used that space that way, or that, you know, is put together so well. And I think having that opportunity to feel that way in a home that's for sale is so good. And I know one of my phrases I share with my clients is that I'm going to be with you every step of the way. And having a stager come in to be that partner with me and to be able to deliver some of that harder news like is really helpful, because I'm able to share the marketing and, you know, I have professional photographer come in and everything, but then really have someone who has the background and the eye for these kind of things, and to be able to hear once again some of the information I'm sharing about really wanting it to be depersonalized and appeal to buyers, because your goal is to sell your house to another person. I know that there's memories and traditions and different things that are attached to the home, but our long-term goal is really to get this home into another family or another person's hands, and us taking some of that personal feel of it actually is part of the selling process. So that's why I just love partnering with you in that, because it helps bring a whole nother level to the marketing, and to also, like we were talking about, the ability to be ready to stage your home. I know we were selling houses really fast earlier this spring, but we're going into a different market, and you know, being able to have a really quick routine of how you get your home show ready, if it is on a, you know, weekend or a weekday, having a very clear list is just going to help your home sell quicker and to get you better results and more money.
And that's the goal.
Yes,
that's really the goal.
So we talked a little bit about the different options or services you have, but can you give us just a little overview of the few different ways if somebody wanted to use some of your services?
Yes. So first and foremost, I do staging. Home staging is, like we've talked about, it's essential, and that can happen in a couple different ways. I work with sellers to provide them with a to-do list report for a flat fee, no matter the size of the property, and that is a running list of absolutely everything that you need to do to get your home show ready. So it may seem overwhelming. I like to say usually they're 9 to 12 pages, and that's because I know that not everyone is going to get absolutely everything done. But as people, we like to know exactly what we want to do and what we can accomplish. So having a list of everything you need to do that you can cross off along the way helps you get that feeling of, I'm accomplishing things, I know what I need to do, and it's just another person's perspective coming from you as well, saying like, this is everything that needs to get done. It may seem overwhelming, but the little things matter. So I provide that, as well as a showing report of showing instructions of everything you need to do the morning of showings. So it's easy for you to live in a staged home, because that seems complicated sometimes, and it doesn't have to be. In addition, I can provide hands-on staging, so I come in and do it all for you. I currently only work with occupied properties, so I'm not going to come in with truckloads of furniture. Because that's just not how I run my business. But I do provide a lot of additional inventory to modernize this space. So I work with a lot of homes that are a little dated, that my generation would say they're dated. And even that can be worked with. So helping them modernize their house and hands-on stage. So if it's not your forte, it's not something you're reading the to-do list and it's overwhelming, I come alongside you. And lastly, I do provide organizational assistance. Probably one of my biggest selling points is people who have lived in their home for 30 plus years, and they're like, I don't know how, I don't know where
to start.
All of these things go. The visual clutter, the visual noise of my space is so distracting that I just need help. And I come in, I help you declutter, I take all of your donations for you, so you don't have to worry about that at all. And from there, we organize and leave out what is going to be helpful for sale and what is going to be harmful for sale. We're going to pack away that you won't need it on a daily basis. So,
well, one last thing to wrap up. You kind of shared a little bit of different things. Has there been like one transformation that's really stood out to you?
Yes. Oh my goodness. I worked with a property this past year, and there was lovely couple. They recently lost both their parents, and found their space being 35-40 years of things. Things that you couldn't even walk into rooms. There was so much on the floor. And they bought a 40-hour package, and by the time we were done, photos were done, and you could see the space. We didn't get any painting or any of the constructional work done, but you could see the potential of this house, and it could be listed and it could be sold. So that's probably my most fond transformation, and you can see before and afters on my Instagram.
Which leads right into my last thing. So if somebody does want to work with you, how can they get connected to you?
So you can connect with me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, at Your Home Reimagined LLC. And then you can also just go to my website, yourhomeimaginedllc.com, where you can click I'm ready to get started, fill out a contact form, and I will contact you within about 5 to 10 minutes. So you're ready to go.
Yes. Well, and I will definitely put these links below so people can get connected to Kayla. And I would love to chat with you more if you are interested in selling your house, or if you want more information on how to get organized. You can reach out to me and I will definitely connect you to Kayla. So thank you so much, Kayla. This was such a great time just chatting with you and learning more about your business. And I really look forward to working with you more this coming year.
Yeah.
All right, thanks guys for watching. Bye.